Hey strawberries! I'm gonna start this off with a story time that just happened where I literally had something that was laced. We're just gonna start there because that's how this video is coming to be. I was staying with my friend for the weekend and I was really struggling emotionally, and I'm a Pisces Mars. Your Mars sign is how you deal with conflict. And I tend to have escapism tendencies. So I was like, okay, let me find some green, some Mary Jane, if you will. If you don't know, Indonesia in general is like one of the most strict places in the world when it comes to any kind of substance. I have gotten green before, so I was like, it'll be fine. I end up getting it, and you're able to try it first before you buy it. So I try it, and I take one hit of this green, and I'm like having a hard time standing up. Whatever it was that I had, to this day, I still don't know what it is. I still don't know what it was. I was like fucked up, guys. Like I felt terrified, and it felt extremely dark. So the best way I can describe first like how it felt is you walk into like an abandoned house and it's dark, and you're just like, your body's like, I don't know, like I don't think we should be here, guys. Like I just really don't think we should be here. That is literally what it felt like. It just felt so fucking dark, and I was terrified. And I was having a hard time walking. I was having a hard time focusing on anything. I got the rest of it, whatever was left, and I gave it to the guy. I don't know what you just gave me, but get this away from me. I don't want this. So then I am walking to find my friend because she was out on a walk. And as I'm walking to find her, once I find her, I'm like a block and a half away from her villa. And I was lost. It was almost literally just pretty much like a straight road back, and I was so disoriented that I was lost. The ground was moving. I was seeing like very pale colors. Everything was moving. I had no fucking control at all. I literally felt like my higher self, God, was coming down and helping me, because as I'm walking forward, I'm like, in my head, this is my thoughts process. Walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Left or right? Okay, we always go left, go left, go left. Walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. And then once I found my friend and I saw her, she was like holding a flashlight. Because at this time, it's like pitch black out, by the way. It was fucking pitch black, dark out. And I found her, and when I saw her, at one point, she was like 3 different people. So obviously I was hallucinating on whatever the fuck I was on. I eventually was able to like calm down, like chill out, and then surrender to what was happening. But this experience is going into what I'm making this video for, which is literally me pretty much saying that I need to and want to go completely sober and commit to a year of complete sobriety. That's like no alcohol, no cigarettes, no any kind of substance, like completely sober. And the reason that I need to do this is because after this experience, there was a really huge part of my soul that recognized that darkness that I felt. And as a Cancer with a Cancer stellium, anything nostalgic for me is so dangerous. Even if something reminds me of pain that I felt in my past, I still want to be there because I'm comfortable and familiar because it's nostalgic. That felt nostalgic. And if you guys have been watching my channel, if you've seen my last shrooms trip, which was incredibly necessary, I have had like dreams about like getting R-worded, getting like murdered, getting sex trafficked, like all of that. Like, and I know that I had many past lives where I was a drug addict. I know, I am confident, I am 110% sure of it. And I also have a Scorpio South Node, which is literally addiction. So there was a part of me that was like, I'm learning to trust myself, and it was scary how familiar it felt. The last time I had my freaking giant shroom trip, if you want to watch that video, I have a whole experience about it. It's a really cool video. It's called Growing Up. I found a sense of peace that I have never felt my whole entire fucking life. My whole entire life, I have never felt this peaceful. And then I stayed at a commune 5 days before coming here, and I was in Canggu. So I was like, last night before I came, I was like, let's go out to the club. One last hurrah. And I fucking lost it. That sense of peace, I literally lost it. And it's taken me now 2.5 weeks to find it again. Of just being completely lost after finding the most peaceful feeling of my life. And the reason I found it last night is because I left my yoga mat at Yoga Barn the last time I went to go do yoga. And so last night I was sad, I was down, I didn't really know what to do. And I was like, well, let me just go get my yoga mat. So when I go get to my yoga mat, they're having a sound healing, and I just decided to do it. I just decided to pay for the class and go to the sound healing. The sound healing instructor, she says, I have oracle cards up here. If anyone would like to come grab one, they just have one word on them that may or may not resonate for you. The card that I get is innocence. I literally got innocence. I saw that card and I immediately started crying. And the reason why this is so hard for me is because my life always goes off balance. I always create more fear for myself, more anxiety for myself, more guilt for myself, more shame for myself. Every single time I have a period where I'm not doing anything, I'm not partying, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, and then I go back and I do something, and my peace is completely disrupted again. And I want peace. I want to be peaceful. I want to be happy, and I don't want to be a fucking addict. Like my whole entire life, I've always been an addict to something. An addict to the idea of having a relationship. An addict to something happening 2 weeks from now. An addict to hoping that one day I'm going to go to a party on Friday. An addict to like the future. Like I know so many people live in this mindset, and like some people, they like it and they want that. They like something to look forward to. I don't want to constantly need something to look forward to be happy. I don't want that. It's so exhausting. I want to be happy in this moment right here, right now, where I don't want to be sitting with my friend thinking, oh, I want a cigarette. I don't want to be looking at a beautiful view of nature thinking, oh, this would be better with a blunt. Like, I don't want to be thinking that. I don't want to be sitting with my lover, my man, and be thinking that anything would add to that moment. Because then I'm not even fully aware of the peace that we have and the love that we have in that moment. Because my brain, my addict fucking brain, is wanting something more. I'm tired of wanting more. I don't want to want more. So I want to commit to a year of sobriety, of complete nothing, to train my brain to be in the present moment. So I'm going to be giving you guys updates on this journey. I love you so much. Thank you for listening.